Chelsea is doing some shoddy business. Like somebody needs to call the sporting directors and tell them that this is not a merchandising company. Like this is a football club. Like just because we have these players, we don't have to sell all of them. You know, like some players have to play, and we are in four competitions. Because as much I might be wrong, I might not be seeing the entire canvas, but the way they're doing this business, because just some 10 minutes ago, we got the news that Tyrique George is going to Fulham for 22 million. Now, we have we have two left wingers, which is okay, Garnacho and Gittens, of which I know uh, I don't know about Gittens. I've not seen Garnacho play so for Chelsea. I don't know about him. But then that is not just the issue. The other issue is that Nicholas Jackson is still here and Gu has been recalled. Now, the thing is, at some point, if we are going the way we are, if we are going the way it is as currently, if they don't sell any other person and they don't buy another person, in 6 weeks, we might be having four strong, healthy strikers. And that's where the problem comes in, because we'll become a team where some players just don't get even a single minute, and it's a problem. And the other thing is that for the left wingers, we'll be having Garnacho and Gittens. Probably they're betting that if Nicolas stays, Nicolas will be playing in the left wing. Then that's, there's a balance. But then the relationship is just skewed, because we have been treating players like goods. Like there's no humanity, there's no care. It's like if there's an offer coming for you, we sell you. If we think that's a bad deal, we stop the business at that point. Like we don't consider you. It's the same thing they haven't considered Derek George now. Not because I felt like probably Derek George will not be getting a lot of minutes here, because he's probably not the guy that should be playing for Chelsea. As a first, as a first player, but as a rotation player, he might be doing well. He has scored some bangers. He has helped. He has been everywhere where he was needed, which you think that that's the player that we need as a rotation, as a sporadic, that if we don't have a striker, Derek George will not ask anything. He will just go there. If you want a player as a left winger, if you want a player as a right winger, if you want a player as a right back, he might not be good, but he will not ask a lot of questions. He'll just be there. Like some of those players, we have to have them. And the same thing I talked about Dewsbury Hall. Like we had to have them. I don't know. Like, we had a list of the players that were needed to be sold. They're not being sold. The players that we didn't think they would be sold are the ones that are being sold, which probably is because, if you hype a player up, if you say that, probably we need you, then probably a lot of people will want them. I think that's how people usually get their wives and girlfriends, is because somebody just tells them, I'm needed somewhere else. Some people are spending for me, and then the other things like, okay, you are needed. Probably that's what we should be doing for Chilwell and Sterling and people like Disasi, and for the next 10 hours. Like we should be going out there and hyping and saying, you know what? We have sold Tyrique George because we need Sterling. Like Sterling is one of those people who will help us this season. Then probably Bayern will be like, hey, can I have that Sterling? Or probably a team will, especially Man United and Arsenal. I don't know if Arsenal are ready to take another person, because they have been buying people. They have been buying a lot of people. But we must just have a Disasi. They have gotten a Saliba injury. But that's not the point. The point is that I don't understand where Chelsea is taking this the entire. I'll have to see because Derek George, I didn't think like a lot of the business that have been done. Like Dewsbury Hall was one of those guys that you needed in your team. He wasn't like he was going to disturb us with minutes, like he was going to keep knocking at the manager's door. Like, why am I not playing? And George was also one of those. Why am I not playing? Like, why do you have to keep those people who we think at the end they will might be bringing some things, like they might be bringing a different kind of energy whenever they don't play, whenever something is happening with them, and I don't like it. I think that those are the guys who don't need in a team. You need people who can put their head down, especially a lot of people. You need a lot of people, like you need just to have people who can push others. Then you need to have a lot of people who behave like horses, like donkeys. They don't ask the questions, they just do the work and they go home to their families. You're not doing that. You're just selling anybody. And the worst thing is that you are selling those people who are of use. You are not selling the other people. Like, what are we going to do with them? Are we going to pay them? But still, 10 minutes in, I'll have to see the entire canvas before I conclude, before I say if I'm giving an A to these sporting directors, if I'm taking back my A and questioning them, because I haven't had any problem for a long time since the time you really shown you really showed me why you needed some more Morodion. That's when I said, you know what, I might just give it to you. I might just give it to you because I think you know what you are doing. But then right now, I'm unsure. I'm taking my A back. I'm just putting it on scale until the end of the transfer period, which is like 10 hours from now.